Welcome to LiftCertain. Today's video, we're going to discuss how to close your revenue gap. Now, I'm going to define that word revenue gap for you. I'm sure you know what it means, but I like shared language. Every company, my company, your company, we compete for profits, right? You get an MBA, the first thing they teach you is Michael Porter. I'm sure some of you even studied Porter prior to your MBA. If you haven't been exposed to this, here are the basic fundamentals. You compete for profits. Rivals, alternatives, powerful buyers, powerful suppliers, and threats of entry, right? New threats. And each one of these can do something that can take profit out of your column, right? So most people assume just rivals, but your clients have other alternatives, right? There's other ways to solve the problem. Or your clients are very well educated and therefore they use those opportunities that they have available to them to negotiate better terms. Okay? And there's ways in which you can offset each and every one of these. And this video will be the beginning of how to beat these five forces. But the first thing you need to accept is that you compete for profits. And you need a tool that helps you whip every one of these. And that's what LiftCertain does. So, here's a company that we spoke to. They became a client. When they came to us, their current situation was simple. They were doing 86 mil. They had marching orders to get it to 116 mil. So they had a $30 million revenue gap. That's what we mean by revenue gap, right? Your current state, your desired state, your future state. How do you get from A to B? It's simple, right? If everything you've done to get you to 86 is going to carry you to 116, you don't necessarily need us. Go do what you've been doing all along, double up, triple up, whatever it takes. You have the tools, you have the capacity, you have the capability to get to 116. Okay? But if you're sitting there thinking, how do I get that 30 million? I'm going to show you a place you really haven't leveraged yet, your website. Okay? Trapped inside your website are millions and millions of dollars. In addition to your website, the buyer's journey, everything that takes place prior to them getting to your website. Because all sales start online. That $30 million in revenue is going to go somewhere, okay? And it started online in the form of keyword research, right? Content consumption, competitor analysis. Every one of your prospects starts that sales cycle before they ever get you on the phone, okay? And it doesn't matter whether you're a smaller company than that 86 mil or you're a larger company. It's irrelevant to us. If you're in the B2B space and you have a complex sale, then you have a long sales cycle, right? If you have a high price point, you have a long sales cycle. There's more than one person that has to make that decision. So think about this company that wants to go from 500 to 600. They've got to find $100 million, okay, in opportunity. Now, simple and best place to look are the prospects that are on your website. Why? Our company's based on a simple idea. Every single day, closable sales leads visit your website that you never get to speak to. What our site visitor product does is it gives you the full name, the company, and the navigation behavior of your visitors so you can start that conversation. Okay? And again, this isn't the video for us to go into the details of how, and I will cover that in another video, but you need to understand that by choosing this direction, you've got not only the website traffic that you get for revenue opportunity, but inside the buyer's journey, what we're going to introduce you to is the concept of identity resolution. All right? This company has, on average, $50 million in revenue opportunity on their website. They've got an additional $200 million that are researching, actively pursuing a purchase of what they sell. Now, let me be real candid, okay? Is every one of those 50 million ready to buy today? No. Will every dollar of that 50 million buy from you? No. Okay? I don't think you're expecting that, but I just want to be really clear here, okay? Don't bullshit yourself. But you cannot dispute that there are millions, tens of millions of dollars that are just sitting on your doorstep waiting to be closed. Okay? In addition, there are prospects that are doing the research, accounts that are doing the research. Okay? When you look at price sensitivity, and this again is in the video to get into this, but there are three things that cause price sensitivity, right? If a product or service is undifferentiated, if it's expensive in relationship to the expense and the income, right? Or if it's inconsequential to their own performance. Or in COVID terms, number three might be said this way: I don't want this to cost my job. Okay? So when you look at the opportunity that's out there for your products and your services, it breaks down into these three groups. You have a greater marketplace, right? The overall ideal customer profile marketplace that your product and service is built for. Inside of that, you've got an in-market that have already started the buyer's journey. And then inside of that, your website, the people that are actually considering, right, and potentially and hopefully preparing to buy from you. Now, all we're going to do is put a name to them, a company to them, right? We're going to give you every piece of information about the person, right? Their direct phone, their email, their LinkedIn information, so that you can get belly to belly with them, so that you can get them on the phone, so that you can pipeline and close them. For the vast majority of the people listening to me right now, you're already closing people that haven't started their buyer's journey, that haven't been to your website. So you're already capable of closing leads that are worse than these. Okay? Every day you're going to wake up and know exactly where your greatest probability of profits is, right? Your quickest path to profits, the best use of your sales team, best use of your resources for profits. Okay? And inside these lists, you're going to be able to segment by behavior, by company, and by individual to determine your best, largest opportunity today. Okay? So when you think about revenue opportunity, what we're looking at is identity resolution. What we're going to do is look at the behavior of your best opportunity and put the information to it. So again, this video, we're not going to get into the depths of identity resolution, but your first-party data, the people that come to your website, are your best opportunities. So the first step is site visitor inside our program. Once you've accomplished your ability to close your existing traffic, right? And why? Because you don't have to spend another nickel. You don't have to lift a finger to get any more traffic than you currently have. Close that first, and I'll show you with Site Visitor how to do that. And then the next question you're going to ask me is, Tom, how do I get more people? And we're going to show you how to use first-party data, right, in the buyer's journey and get those prospects to your website so then they're site visitors and we can close them. I'm going to show you how to leverage your website, your content, all of your marketing material. From here on out, I want you to think of all of your content as a conversation, right? There's this misconception that marketing is some type of ad program. You know, it's not. Marketing is about a relationship, right? And when you think about marketing, I want you to think of it as a dialogue. You're not talking to me right now, but it's a dialogue. We're having a mental conversation. When somebody reads your blog, consumes your content, listens to your video, they're having a conversation with you. Conversations create clients. Why? These conversations are about their problem, about how to solve that problem, and how you personally can size up and solve that problem.